Greetings, fellow recording nerds. I've got a quick one for you today. Someone asked me about this in the comments and, well, it got lost and buried, so whoever you are, this one's for you. What is that strange thing sitting on the outside of a kick drum that looks like a snare? That's called a subkick. What's it do? Let's find out. The subkick is pretty much self-explanatory. It's a device used to augment the low end in a bass drum. If you've got a speed metal kick setup like I've got, then your main mic might not be enough to capture the extreme bottom end. This is where the subkick comes in. Essentially, it's a speaker in reverse, which is exactly what all dynamic microphones are. So this is a very, very big microphone. More surface area means more low end. How does this work? Place this in front of your kick drum and hit the kit. The air moving from your bass drum moves the diaphragm on the subkick. Blend with your main mic, boom, you've got a massive bass drum. Check it out. The only thing is, you may have to automate the level of the subkick during double bass runs, as it may become a little bit overwhelming. Not really a huge deal. Now, I'm not sure, but I don't think these are available anymore. Fortunately, they're pretty simple to build. All you need to do is figure out how to hang an old speaker in front of your kick drum. Now, there's all sorts of crazy contraptions online that you can easily Google. Myself, I built one a few weeks back using an old 12-inch Celestion I had laying on a shelf for the last decade. Now, in engineering, there are two solutions for nearly every problem: duct tape and WD-40. But what's not widely known, though, is when those two fail, tie wraps can save the day. And that's what we did here. We took a short, heavy Apex mic stand and hung the speaker off it using nothing but tie wraps. Seriously, every home studio should have an assortment of tie wraps kicking around. They are endlessly useful. Anyway, hanging this speaker is definitely a two-man job. Have a friend hold it in place while you lash it down with the tie wraps. Use the screw holes in the edge of your speaker to your advantage. Once that's done, cut the end off your least favorite mic cable and solder it to the speaker. Make sure you cut off the correct end. Then plug it into your mic preamp and you should be in business. The only caveat here is the level might be a little bit too loud. My old PreSonus mic pre has limiters, so it's not an issue for me. But if you don't have anything like that available, an inline pad of 10 or 20 dBs can probably do the trick. They're about 22 bucks at bnh.com. The DIY Subkick is a very useful tool that you can put together for dirt cheap. Just about any speaker will work. Check out how the one we built sounded in a mix. Pretty cool, and the cost was next to nothing. Check out your local pawn shops or classifieds if you're looking for cheap, used speakers. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of How to Record Heavy Drums, where we take a look at how to record toms.